Hey guys, welcome back. Today's topic is health aspects of alimentary canal and diseases due to malnutrition. Let's begin the session with this topic. Here, the human alimentary canal usually functions remarkably well considering how badly we treat it on occasions. Okay, so most of the times it works remarkably well, but sometimes it rebels. Okay, and we either feel sick or have indigestion. Okay, so most of the times our alimentary canal functions normally, but sometimes it rebels and we feel sick or indigestion. Okay, now let's discuss some of the diseases associated with this alimentary canal. Okay, vomiting. You can see here the child. Okay, he is vomiting. Okay, so this is one of the disease associated with alimentary canal. Okay, it is the body's method of ridding itself of unwanted or harmful substances from the stomach. It means from the stomach the unwanted harmful substances are removed through mouth. Okay, that is what we call vomiting. The peristaltic movements of the stomach and esophagus reverse their normal direction and the food is expelled. Okay, normally peristalsis is the wave-like movements. Okay, the wave-like movements that are seen in alimentary canal. Fastest peristalsis is seen in esophagus. Okay, and this peristalsis is because of the rhythmic contractions of the muscles present in the alimentary canal. Okay, now here because of the peristalsis, under normal conditions the bolus which is formed in the oral cavity passes through the esophagus and enters into the stomach. Okay, but in this condition, in vomiting condition, okay, reverse peristalsis is occurring. Okay, it means the contents of the stomach are moving in a reverse direction. Okay, from stomach into esophagus, from there into oral cavity. Okay, so this is a reverse direction and this is because of reverse peristalsis and this is what we call vomiting. Okay, the unwanted harmful substances are removed. Okay, they are expelled outside from the stomach. Okay, now vomiting also occurs when we eat something very indigestible and poisonous. Okay, so indigestible food materials or poisonous food materials. Okay, so if a person eats this type of food material, in that situation also vomiting occurs. Okay, now here when we have a greenish vomit, usually called bilious or liverish. Okay, it is a greenish vomit. Okay, we get a bitter taste and is often the result of having overeaten. Okay, so what is the cause of greenish vomit with bitter taste? What is the cause behind this? The cause is a person when eats excessively, that overeating can result in the greenish vomit with bitter taste. It is bilious or liverish vomit. Okay, now the liver is unable to cope with the excessive fat and we get the feeling of nausea. Okay, so nausea is a feeling that comes in a person before vomiting. Okay, so if there is excessive fat in the food that we eat, there is a possibility that the person can suffer with nausea and after that the vomiting. Okay, so nausea is linked with vomiting. Okay, now it is a general term used when there is difficulty in digesting food That general term is indigestion. Okay? If the food that we eat is not digested, okay? What is digestion? First of all, complex food materials, okay, break down into simpler substances. This is what we call digestion. Okay? Indigestion means these complex substances will not break into simpler substances. This is what we call indigestion. Okay? So here, to avoid this indigestion related problems, healthy people have good habits. Okay? Healthy people can usually avoid problems related to digestion by following certain good habits, and they are: people eat simple and well balanced meals. Okay, the simple foods, obviously they get digested easily. Okay, and the balanced meals, it contains all the type of nutrients in required amounts for the body. They are not present in excessive amounts, which may lead to indigestion related problems. Okay, the nutrients, the food materials are present as required by the body, sufficient amounts for the body, and all type of nutrients are present. That is what we call balanced meals. Okay, the balanced meals and the simple meals is easily digestible. Okay, now avoiding violent exercise soon after eating food. Okay, immediately after eating food, the person should not perform the vigorous exercises, the violent exercises that may result in indigestion problems. Okay, and drinking plenty of water. Obviously, water is very much required for the digestion of food materials in our digestive system. Okay, so drinking plenty of water not only helps digestion, okay, it also maintains the body hydrated. Okay, water is very much required, okay, for various metabolic reactions that occur in our body. Okay, so intake of fiber rich food to avoid constipation. This fiber is also called roughage. Okay, the food that the people eat, okay, the healthy people eat, also contains roughage in required amounts. Okay, and this roughage avoids constipation. Okay, it will prevent indigestion problems. Okay, so this is about indigestion. Okay, now let's discuss about peptic ulcers. Okay, these peptic ulcers, you can see here, this is the stomach and this part is duodenum. Okay, so duodenum is the part of small intestine and this is a stomach. Okay, so in stomach and duodenum, the painful bleeding areas are found. You can see here, these painful bleeding areas found in the stomach and duodenum, they are called peptic ulcers. Okay, two scientists, Australian scientists, worked on these peptic ulcers. Okay, Robin Warren, okay, and Barry Marshall. Okay, these two scientists, they worked on peptic ulcers. They found that the cause behind these peptic ulcers is, okay, an infection by a bacteria. Okay, and this bacteria is called Helicobacter pylori. Helicobacter pylori. This is the name of the bacteria. Okay, so infection by this bacteria can cause peptic ulcers, and some other associated causes behind this are the habits of a person and the diet, the kind of diet the person eats. Okay, all these they are related to the peptic ulcers, but the main cause is the infection by a bacteria called Helicobacter pylori. Okay, and here amoxicillin is an antibiotic. Let's discuss about another topic, that is malnutrition. Okay, our diet should be a balanced one which contains proper amount of carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, mineral salts and fats. All these nutrients, they are present in proper amounts. They are present in sufficient amounts for the body. That is what we call balanced diet. Our diet should be balanced. Okay? Malnutrition is eating the food that does not have one or more than one nutrients in required amounts for the body. Okay? If one or more than one nutrients are not present in sufficient amounts for the body, then eating that type of food is what we call malnutrition. Okay? Food helps to maintain the life processes. So, we should take balanced diet. And do you know, 2/3, okay, of world population, okay, 2/3 of world population is affected. 2/3 of world population is affected by food related diseases. Okay, food related diseases. Okay, so this is what, okay, it is a huge number. Okay, so all the people must try, okay, taking balanced diets. Okay, now moving to the next. Poor health, willful starvation, lack of awareness of nutritional habits, and socio-economic factors. These are the reasons behind malnutrition. I repeat this once again, very important. Okay, the poor health, willful starvation, lack of awareness of nutritional habits, and socio-economical factors. All these can contribute for this the condition called malnutrition. Okay, because of which many people are suffering in the world. Okay, here malnutrition may be protein malnutrition because of deficiency of proteins, calorie malnutrition because of deficiency of calories like carbohydrates and fats. Okay, carbohydrates and fats. Okay, they are the source of energy. They provide us energy. So these are calories. Okay, calories. Okay, malnutrition is because of deficiency of carbohydrates and fats. And the third, protein calorie malnutrition. Okay, so these are the types of malnutrition. Now let's discuss about, okay, diseases due to malnutrition, and one of the disease is Kushiorkor. You can see here two children. Okay, by seeing these two children, what are the symptoms that you notice? You can see how is the stomach swollen, round. How is the face fluffy? Okay, here the limbs are thin. Okay, dry skin. These are the symptoms that we find in the affected children. Okay, Kushiorkor suffering children. Okay, this is due to protein deficiency in diet. Okay, and generally the children of age group 1 to 5 years. Okay, children of age group 1 to 5 years suffer with this disease Kushiorkor. Okay, this is because of protein deficiency. Now the body parts become swollen. You can see this is swelling, this is swelling, this is swelling. Okay, this swelling is because of accumulation of water in the intercellular spaces between the cells in the tissues. Okay, water accumulates, and because of accumulation of water, the swelling is seen in the body. And one of the very important word that is used is edema. Okay, this edema is nothing but the swelling. This is due to accumulation of water in intercellular spaces. One of the very important symptom in Kushiorkor affected children. Okay, very poor muscle development, swollen legs, fluffy face, difficult to eat, diarrhea, dry skin. These are the symptoms of this disease. Okay, so what are the symptoms? The prominent, the most important symptom of this disease is edema, that is swelling. Okay, and the other symptoms are very poor muscle development, swollen legs, fluffy face, difficult to eat, diarrhea, dry skin. These are the symptoms of Kwashiorkor. So, Kwashiorkor is caused due to deficiency of answer is proteins. Kwashiorkor is seen in the children of age group. The answer is 1 to 5 years. Okay. So now moving to the next, one more disease due to malnutrition is marasmus. You can see here the child suffering from marasmus looks like this. Okay. What do you find here? Prominent ribs. Okay. And what do you find here? Okay. Wrinkled skin. What do you find here? Wrinkled skin. Okay. What do you find? Emaciated body. Okay. What do you find? Emaciated body. Okay. These are the symptoms of marasmus. Okay. Marasmus is due to deficiency of both proteins and calories. Calories related to carbohydrates and fats. So deficiency of all major type of nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, fats. Okay. That results in marasmus. Generally, infants suffer with this disease. Okay. Children of age below 1 year. Okay. They are infants. So infants are suffering with this marasmus. It is due to the deficiency of proteins as well as calories. Okay. Now it occurs when there is an immediate second pregnancy or the repeated childbirths. Okay. This is the very important reason behind this marasmus. Okay. The immediate second pregnancy or the repeated childbirth are responsible for this marasmus, and this is because of the deficiency of proteins and calories. The marasmus affected child looks like lean, weak. That is what we call emaciated body. Extreme weight loss is seen in the child. Okay. Less development of muscles. Okay. Dry skin, diarrhea, loose motions. Okay. Prominent ribs. Ribs are clearly visible. Okay. Wrinkled skin. Skin is folded, wrinkled. Okay. As like old man's skin. Okay. So these are the symptoms that are seen in the child affected with marasmus. Okay. It is commonly seen in infants. Now moving to the next, one more, obesity. This is actually the constant intake of high calorific food can result in obesity. You can see here the child affected by obesity. Obese child. You can see here the picture of obese child. Okay. The obesity is due to the constant intake of high calorific food. Okay. And in this condition, the person gains extra fat. You can see these are fatty parts. Okay. So you can see here extra fat is seen in the limbs, in the hands, in the body, on face. Extra fat is deposited. Okay. The person becomes overweight. You can see the obese child. Obviously, these children are overweight children. Okay. So obese children, they are overweight children. Obese children may suffer from problems related to cardiovascular, renal, gallbladder problems. Okay. So these are the various problems related to heart. Okay. These problems are related to kidneys. Okay. And gallbladder is also, it is associated with the alimentary canal. Okay. So these are the problems which the obese child can face. Okay. So this is about obesity. Okay. So in today's session, I discussed about health aspects of alimentary canal. In that, I discussed about vomiting, indigestion and peptic ulcers. After that, I discussed about diseases due to malnutrition. In that, I discussed about Kwashiorkor and marasmus. Finally, I discussed about obesity. Okay. This is all about today's session. If you are new to my channel, subscribe for more videos. If you liked it, share it with your friends. I'll be back with more videos. Have a great day. Thank you all.